Hello, welcome back to Truthseekerstea. My name is Kate, and I'm thankful to have you here for today's pick a card reading. We're going to be looking into who has a crush on you. So I'm really excited to do this topic. I think it's a really fun one. So we will be starting off with oracle cards that I've pre-pulled for each pile to see who this person is, attributes about them, or any other details that can help you understand who this person is, why they have a crush on you, and anything else that comes through. And we'll be clarifying with tarot as usual. So there are 3 piles for you to choose from. For pile number 1, we have the Prism Tarot with this amethyst crystal. And by the way, to those of you that correct me if I say the crystal wrong, I do actually really appreciate that. I always sometimes notice that on other people's channels, and I'm like, I'll just kind of let them say the wrong one, but I do actually appreciate the correction. So if you guys ever notice any small things like that, I do actually really appreciate it. So anyways, though, for pile number 2, we have the Affirmators Tarot with the selenite heart. And for pile number 3, we have the Pastel Tarot with the rose quartz point. So go ahead and take whatever time you need to tap into what pile you feel the most drawn to. Of course, you may be drawn to more than one pile, and that would mean maybe more than one person has a crush on you, which totally is possible. So yeah, hopefully you guys will be able to figure it out through the energy check-in and me kind of telling you who this person is or what kind of relationship you might have with them. There will be an extended reading. I'll be asking Spirit what's most interesting to go into per each pile. And without further ado, I'm excited to get into these readings. So I'll see you at your pile. As always, I'll have everything linked down below, the timestamps and extended readings, and any other information about the decks. But anyways, I'll see you at your pile. Hello, pile number 1. If you chose the Prism Tarot and the Amethyst Crystal, this is going to be your reading where we're looking at who has a crush on you. So I pre-pulled some oracle cards. I'm going to start off with the oracle, and then we'll get into tarot, and we might ask some specific questions depending on what's coming through. Where did I put your stack? Oh, right here. Okay. So for this pile, we got Weight of the Truth. We have the Garden and the Gate. We have Gossip. We have Gemini. We have the 12th house. We have Part of Fortune Increase. We also have Date, getting back out there, meeting someone new, setting a date online. And we also have Wedding Rings, Union, Marriage, Soul Connection, Everlasting Love, Devotion. So for you guys, pile number 1, I am getting the vibe that, here, let me just fit this into the screen. Okay. All right, there. It feels like this is someone that you have a pretty strong soul connection with, and especially the fact that I'm seeing the 12th house here and the Part of Fortune Increase. There's a feeling that this isn't someone that you wouldn't notice or someone that you wouldn't feel a strong connection to as well. So the person that has a crush on you, I feel like, is someone that definitely feels like there's a pretty strong spiritual connection, in the sense that I feel like through knowing this person or meeting this person, you guys bring out new layers of depth from each other. And I'm seeing this because with the 12th house, this house kind of talks about what's unconscious, and it's kind of, I feel like this connection with this person brings up feelings, ideas, anything that you don't usually think about or you don't usually identify with almost. And it kind of has you chew on an energy that is different maybe than what your ego or what you identify with. So with all the different houses, it's like it talks about being a human, right? So like the first house is like how we show up in the world. The second house is our resources. Third house is like how we communicate, how we write, things like that. And so the 12th house is kind of that house that goes beyond explanation. And so there's something about this connection that feels beyond explanation or feels like it's hard to explain what the connection is or why there is such a strong connection, but it just is strong. And I'm seeing that with wedding rings. This doesn't, don't take this literally. It doesn't have to be, this is, maybe it is, maybe this is someone you're literally married to and they have a crush on you. Or it could be someone you're dating, but I definitely feel like this is someone where there's a known, it feels like there's an awareness that this is a romantic connection. Like, I'm not getting that this is like a friend that has a crush on you and like you aren't sure about it. It's a feeling of someone that you would also be interested in, that there would be a reflective nature to this, like a mirroring energy where you also feel this way about this person. And especially with Gemini here, I'm seeing it's like the black steps and the white steps. And there's a feeling of this connection kind of causing you to see things from a different perspective, or this person, your energy causes this person to see things from a new perspective. And if they've kind of been gated, or if they've, and again, this could be someone who grew up around money or has a sense of like financial security, something like that. And there's kind of a sheltered nature about this person and a feeling that maybe there's a feeling that they've been in an in-group before. Like they felt that energy of like being in an in-group, and something about the connection with you, I feel like you guys would be very different from each other. So I feel like this person that has a crush on you would be different from you. And they'd be different from you in the sense that I think they're a little bit more sheltered, or there's a feeling here. I've got a couple of different visions. So this could apply to anything, but this is a kind of archetypal energy that's in a lot of romantic movies, or like especially when we were growing up. But it's kind of like the popular kid that falls in love with the nerdy person, or like the person who isn't necessarily in the in-group. And it's almost like that person that could be kind of seen as like a jerk or something. But like they have a good heart, but there's kind of this layer of sheltering around them that maybe causes them to be a little bit unaware of certain things. And I feel like that's why this gossip is here. So there's a feeling here that like, it's almost like maybe you even like shut this person down before, or I feel like you've woken this person up to certain things, like certain perspectives that they didn't see before. And like with the weight of the truth here, there's a feeling that they've been sheltered from. What I'm really getting is almost this like sheltered energy of someone that maybe didn't really think it was their problem, like certain issues in the world, like I feel like this person kind of lives in their community. And so it's almost like then when they have feelings for someone that's a little bit maybe more cultured, or very, maybe it's like a feminist, or maybe, is an activist in some kind of way that's very like in touch with the world and very in touch with like things that this person hasn't really paid attention to because they didn't have to. It almost like opens up this person's mind and they're like, whoa, like honestly, I've never seen it that way. And like, it really opens me up to new perspectives that I didn't have. So there's a feeling like that here. And especially with this part of fortune increase, it talks about in this card when it comes to romance and romantic relationships, it's like this is like going to be a long-standing relationship. So this person has a crush on you. It's like this is going to be a soul connection that maybe has already been with you through lifetimes. It could be someone that you were married to in a past life already. But there's a real lover's energy here where it's like kind of yin and yang, and kind of those story tropes where it's like West Side Story, like people from different energies. Like it's like this connection is really teaching this person to honor and not judge someone else before they've walked a mile in their shoes. Like there's a feeling of that where it's like this person is kind of learning where they've been maybe unaware of other people's suffering, or unaware of the way maybe they judge people in the past unfairly. And with this Gemini, because Gemini is like the twin energy, and it's like with the lovers, it's that masculine and feminine energy honoring each other and working together. And through that, it's almost like more consciousness is available. And there's a feeling that this connection is like that. So I know you guys came here like wanting to know about like a simple crush, but this feels like, yes, this person would have a crush, but there's also a lot of long-standing energy, I feel like, in this soul connection, and a lot of love between you. And a lot of like energy, like that's kind of mysterious about this. Almost like I don't really know why I feel so pulled towards this person. I don't really know why this person makes me feel this way, or it's like it's out of the ordinary. This also feels like a connection where this person maybe isn't your usual type and you aren't their usual type. It's like that. And this is kind of one of those stories where, or one of those relationships or soul contracts where you guys would incarnate in this way, but there's still like such a love that's between you that it's meant to teach you guys, right? So it's meant to show you, give you more understanding of the other and more holistic and nuanced understanding of society, people, and in group versus out group. There's just a feeling of, because you guys are maybe from different sort of groups or something, or you guys have different perspectives, there's still this love between you with that Gemini and like the lover's energy, where despite differences, it's one of those like, and this could be kind of twin flame energy, and I want to be really careful with twin flame, I've realized, because there's definitely a lot of potential to get a lot of false hope, or like it's almost can be a method of spiritual bypassing when we are like, oh, well, this is my twin flame, so this amount of conflict is okay. Like, I mean, at the deepest level, I am seeing that it doesn't even have to be twin flame. It could just be an intense soulmate. I don't want to get caught up on that, but I'm just saying that there does seem to be like a duality to you guys, where through knowing each other, it's like, oh, I haven't thought of it that way. It's like you guys bring up this like broader perspective in each other. And it's about the blending too. It's like we're all going to the same path is kind of what I'm seeing here. It's like these white stairs, these black stairs, it doesn't matter. Like we're all a part of the same whole. And what I'm trying to get at is that these connections can be really important, because it's like through having experiences like this where you like fall in love with someone who's like completely different from you, it opens up your mind to not being so judgmental about someone that's different, or not judging a book by its cover, not being in that judgmental energy. And I feel like that's why this gossip is here. Honors consideration for the feelings of others, honoring trust. And the fact that maybe this relationship is one where maybe this person does really need to like build trust with you, you know? Or maybe, and this could even be, and we'll look more into tarot, but like I could see this being a scenario where this person maybe like pissed you off before, or this person might have said the wrong thing or said something like to you before. They might have come off in kind of an arrogant way, or a way that was like standoffish, but it was kind of because of this person's upbringing and lack of knowledge, like a sense of ignorance, and a feeling of having to dig deep here. It's like this is not a surface level connection whatsoever, this person. And it's like through knowing each other and digesting some of the other person's energy, it brings about gifts in each other. And that's like the 12th house. There's like this energy here where like this connection with this person actually has the power to bring out hidden gifts that maybe you hadn't tapped into yet. So that can kind of happen when, you know, it's just kind of that merging of strengths. It's like, well, I'm really good at this thing, and through you viewing me in this way, maybe that can strengthen that part of you, you know? And it's kind of that yin yang. It's like we each need a little bit of the other person's, and then through kind of integrating that energy within us, we reveal parts of ourselves that maybe we didn't know. Like, for example, maybe this person's super confident, but maybe they lack sometimes in empathy, or aren't like really sure of other people's perspectives. It's like, and then this is just an example. And then for you, maybe you're someone who's very empathetic and very aware of that, but maybe sometimes you don't know how to stand up for yourself, or you don't know how to be confident. And so it's almost like through knowing each other, you have that mirror to you, maybe a part of you that wants to be unveiled, or a part of you that wants to come out, you know, like tap into, so you can become more whole and complete. Like there's a feeling of that being a part of this. So yeah, and I do see this as a potentially very transformational relationship, and one that just really broadens your view and kind of forces you to transform and grow as a person. 12th house has Pisces energy, and I was also getting a Sagittarius energy with Jupiter. This is kind of related to Jupiter, and then we also have Gemini. So obviously take that with a grain of salt, but that could be a confirmation for some of you. So I'm going to actually put these up here. And like I could see this being someone who, like, what am I kind of getting? I'm really getting a lot of movies coming through, like Grease or something. Like, and you know how it's like Sandy and I can't even remember his name, but anyways, you know that part where like all the guys are like talking about the girl and like kind of talking about it from that perspective that's pretty insensitive. And then like I feel like at some point she finds out about it, and it kind of forces him to change. It's like, you better shape up, you know? So there's kind of a feeling like that here in this dynamic, where it's kind of like this person is interested in you. So I feel like this person would have shown you interest already. Yeah, and I just think there's oh, and I'm also getting kind of like Pride and Prejudice, how there could be like assumptions about each other just because there's differences, you know? And so I could see there being a lot of misunderstandings that have or will occur through this connection. But it's like through working and doing shadow work on those misunderstandings, you guys may both see where some of your blind spots are. Like with the 12th house being here, it's like this connection has an ability to kind of open up your perception and see where maybe you wrongly assume certain things about certain people. And yeah, it's really that feeling of like, I'm also getting like High School Musical, like when the basketball players start like dancing and, you know, things like that. Like, I don't dance. I say you can. Not a chance, you know, like it's like they're trying to get each other to participate in their own customs. And it even could be like different cultures or things like that, where there's kind of like a, you know, this side versus that side. But since there's like a love between you, there's kind of like a bridge between two different kinds of energy. So hopefully that gives you enough information to know who this person is. So I'm going to ask Spirit now how you know this person, or like what from your perspective would be a confirmation you need to like understand who this is, or maybe what your experience has been of this person, how you know them. Any information on that is what I'm going to tap into. All right, what can you tell us about this person that will really help confirm for pile number 1 whether or not this is someone that they know, or, you know, whether or not this is their pile, and just help them understand who this person is. Because I definitely could see this being a scenario where this could be like a love-hate situation where it's kind of like you guys might butt heads, and there may be like a feeling of like, oh my gosh, I can't believe this person likes me, because it's like a process. It's like, I don't know where you guys are in this process, where at first I feel like it'd be kind of jarring meeting each other, or like you guys might offend each other, you guys might get each other wrong. And then over time, it would take time to understand each person and see the gifts that this connection can bring. But how will pile number 1, how do they know this person, or what's their experience of this person so far? Okay, we have the 10 of Wands in reverse. We have the Lovers in reverse. I'm not surprised. So that's more Gemini energy. We also have Ace of Cups and Rebirth, which is interesting because that's kind of what I was getting at. And so, yeah, I'm going to pull a couple more, but let me see. How is pile number 1 experience this person? Okay, we have the Apprentice of Gems. So this is the Knight of Pentacles. We have the Devil in reverse. So we have the Devil and the Lovers here. This is Capricorn energy. So we have work energy here. This could be someone you have known in the work realm, or they might be just really dedicated. Ace of Wands here also in reverse. And then we also have King of Cups, Master of Raindrops at the back of the deck. All right, let me get a sip of water. Okay, what I'm getting, honestly, is that there may have been some struggle so far in this connection. And it may be kind of funny for this person to come through and who has a crush on you, because I definitely think there has been difficulties here. I think this has been a connection that has tested both of you and put a lot of, it's kind of caused you guys to work quite a bit. And it might have felt heavy at times. So I'm getting this as someone that you've already interacted with. Like, this isn't someone that you never talked to, or someone that you don't know. This is someone you know. And I feel like this is someone that I feel like you have really tried with. Either they've really tried with you, and it's like kind of this thing where you guys try to be persistent, because with the Apprentice of Gems, that's a Knight of Pentacles. And so there's almost this feeling of like trying to not drop the weight, or trying to carry the tension maybe that this connection brings almost. And so what I'm seeing is that this is the kind of connection where if either one of you guys isn't doing the work that you need to do, or ascending, because I think this is a connection where you guys would have the potential to ascend together and through the lessons you learn, but there is always a potential that one person is making those changes and doing that shadow work and ascending faster. And so there's kind of a feeling here, I'm not going to lie, that it's torn. Like, I feel like you would go very back and forth in your mind about this person. I'm just going to like bring this around here. Actually, I don't know why I'm doing that. I'm going to put it back. So what I'm seeing is that, again, and it's funny to see duality come out because that's the vibe of this. I think sometimes you may feel one way about this person and maybe you feel very passionate about them or feel a lot of love for them. And sometimes you maybe feel incredibly restricted or tied to this person and you may feel like it's this devilish connection. I think you yourself are not sure whether or not this is something that is going to be reborn, because I'm getting a sense that maybe there has been either like, maybe there's already been a falling out with this person, or it's getting to that point where you're not sure if you can handle the energetic burden of this, is kind of what I'm getting. There's a feeling here that this is definitely someone that you have already been aware of. And maybe you just question, like, you don't know whether or not this person likes you or like they have a crush on you, but they do. So because they wouldn't be coming through in this reading if they didn't. So and there's the sense that there's a really strong soul tie here. So we have like the Devil and the Lovers, and with these both coming out, like I see these are the main lessons that you're kind of learning, right? And so there's almost this feeling of like learning to choose love. Like, are we going to learn to respect other people's point of view? And so there's almost two energies. It's like one person in this is learning maybe to not like be walked over by the other person, and the other person is needing to respect the other one. Does that make sense? And vice versa. And this could switch back and forth, but there's a feeling here that this connection could go wrong when you start seeing the other person as the enemy, or you start seeing the other person as the devil, or the person that's wrong, like evil. It's like, because they're not like me, they're evil. And this relationship is one that would require a lot of patience and acceptance. And again, I want to say if this is a connection where you've experienced, and this is someone you're thinking of, and there's been anything abusive, that is just not this connection. Okay. Because I'm picking up on one that's very, but there could be triggers. This person definitely, I think, has triggered you. But I don't think they've been like abusive. Does that make sense? So what I'm getting here, the 10 of Wands in reverse, it's like there's a feeling of this connection gets really overbearing and energetically draining when one or both of you is not willing to meet the other person at the halfway point, or is not willing to do their work. Okay. So I'm seeing that this is how that maybe it's felt sometimes, is there's a feeling here of it requiring a lot of hard work to kind of like, it's just a connection that carries a lot of energetic weight with you, but it has a lot of abundance that it brings you because it has a transformational capacity. So if instead of picking that energy of disliking the other and casting the other out as the bad guy and I'm the good guy, that almost stunts the growth of the connection, and it stunts your growth. So this is one of those relationships where it requires you to continue to turn towards more love. But what I mean when I say turn towards more love, that doesn't mean it feels happy. Sometimes turning towards love means experiencing pain, letting yourself feel pain, letting yourself realize that you're wrong. And those are not fun experiences. And moving into the lover's energy and the choice of love and choosing that doesn't always mean that it's pleasant, right? And so I think this has been a huge like it's not just a stationary relationship, is what I'm saying. There's a ebb and flow of this connection where at times it can feel like you get it, you get the point of it, like you understand the assignment, and you're learning to incorporate a more loving perspective towards yourself and other people. Again, this doesn't mean that we're only seeing the light of things. It means that we are aware of the full picture, but we're going to choose the higher path. And sometimes the higher path includes digesting harsh truths, seeing where our wounds are at. That's what's required to step into this lover's energy. When we don't do that work, we stay in this devil's energy. We stay less powerful. And so this connection has an ability to bring out your power, the more that you are able to alchemize and not let the darkness kind of win. And what I mean by darkness is kind of a feeling of like hate, or a feeling of you're wrong and I'm right, and shutting down. There's a sense of like every time we choose that path and we shut down, it's almost like the devil energy wins. And every time that we go a layer deeper when we're running into roadblocks on this, and even the lovers could mean sometimes for this connection, it could even mean sometimes that maybe instead of hating this person, if it ever gets to that point, which I think sometimes it would, because it's very it's a difficult connection. It causes us to look at our shadows. What I'm saying is, even sometimes when we want to just like get revenge on someone, or we just want to like cast them out and just like say I hate you and just like never talk to them again, like instead of doing that, maybe we can look at ourselves and see where we're expecting other people to meet our needs. You know, this is just an example. Is maybe one of my shadow, then I can start seeing one of my shadow elements is that I feel vengeful towards people when they don't show up in the way I expect them to. And so it's, again, it's like through the challenges you experience in this, you grow a wider and more tolerant and more resilient perspective where you are more loving towards yourself and more resilient and self-reliant, if anything. And so it's almost like through the triggers that are brought up here, it brings up a lot of triggers. It's like the connection itself is this basis where if you keep working at it and obviously take a break when you need to take a break, you do gain potential. And so there's just this energy here where there's like kind of a split energy. So there's a feeling that sometimes maybe this connection feels like you're doing the work and you get the assignment, right? And then maybe there's a feeling of potential for a new beginning here, or a new way, a new love. You know, it's like it depends on how each of you are doing the work. Does that make sense? So I don't know why this is kind of turning into like more deep than I expected, but it's like there definitely is a spark between you. Like that's not the hard part of this. The hard part is trying to is wanting to move through this connection in a way that emphasizes control and attachment and passion over like true love, you know? And that could be either one of you, but I see that's the challenge here in regards to this person. It's like, and in all of this, I do feel is bringing you towards emotional maturity. And then we also have the King of Swords underneath. So yeah, it feels like this is one in which you're learning a lot of lessons about emotional intelligence here. And I think this connection morphs and changes. And there's a feeling that when it's like, it's almost like sometimes when we aren't able to choose the more higher route, this kind of can feel like a devilish connection, or it can even feel like one where it's like there was this false start energy, and maybe you just want to label this person as someone that's not who you thought they were, and someone who's just like, I don't know, you kind of devalue. There's a feeling of like, at worst, both of you guys start devaluing the other person. Like you guys are putting each other on a pedestal at first, and then you start devaluing each other when you guys get triggered. Or when you get triggered, you have an opportunity to figure out how to do that shadow work. So there can be more shared love. So there can be an equal footing. There can be an olive branch extended. So I'm just seeing that it feels like that, this connection. But this person does have a crush on you. So if you've been unsure and like you know who I'm talking about in this, it's like this person, you don't need to doubt that they do feel the spark with you too. It's not all in your head or something like that. It's just that sometimes this relationship is triggering for both people, and both people want to project on the other person. Both people want to devalue the other person because sometimes the other person makes them uncomfortable, or makes you look at things about yourself that are not easy. And it's kind of like helping you guys learn lessons of understanding that relationships are that it always takes two to tango, you know? And to learn about your own weaknesses so you can be as healthy as you can be, you know? And because sometimes when we get these karmic relationships that are so intense, both parties can walk away feeling like the other person was the one, you know? And it's like only until we do our shadow work where we're like, oh, that's where I was kind of maybe not seeing things correctly. Yeah, and so I just see that this connection, I think, is one where there's potential for a lot of rebirth and potential for a lot of new cycles. Like I feel like this would go on cycles, you know? Yeah. So I'm going to look. I don't even know how long I've been filming. All right. So I'm going to get some messages from your person, and then we are going to go into the extended reading and see what is most, look at this. But we can look at what's most important or most interesting for you guys for the extended reading. Lost Spirit. So what pile number one's crush say to them? Yeah, and it's almost like there's this feeling of like this connection becoming really burdensome when we just feel that we're karmically tied to them. But when we see the higher potential, it frees us. There's like a potential to free yourself from this through working through your own shadow. What would they say? What would pile number one's crush say? Okay, I need security. We need to let each other go. I wonder how you feel. I would do it all again. And so there's a feeling here with the garden and the gate, like that's a very security energy too. So this person may be someone who kind of likes, like stays sheltered, you know, and like they may even feel sometimes like they need to push this away because it's out of their comfort zone. In some ways you may feel that way too. It says, I know more than you think, and it was my fault, but I blamed you. And that's totally the energy I'm picking up on. And also I can be myself with you at the bottom of the deck. So it was my fault, but I blamed you, right? So there's a feeling here of like, I'm getting triggered by this, so I'm going to now devalue you and point fingers at you. And then it's kind of like this process of continually realizing where we're getting in our own way. But it's also not to say that there aren't specific things that this person may have done that are not okay, you know? But even when people are doing that, it's an opportunity to see like, where are our boundaries needing to be firmer? Where do we need to be more whatever to have healthy relationships? And this might even be a connection where it's just on the periphery or something, or yeah, but what I'm just picking up something with I wonder how you feel. There's a feeling here of this person kind of maybe pushing you away or getting like frustrated, and but still wondering what's going on with you and like still wondering how you feel. And it's like this energy of like almost casting, and maybe you do this too, like almost casting the person to the side and saying like, okay, like I'm done with this. Like this is just like too irritating or annoying. But then once that anger kind of passes and that trigger is gone, it's like, okay, well, like, oh gosh, I wonder how the other person's feeling now. Like, they still care about me? Like things like that. And with I know more than you think, I think this person is more focused on you than you realize, or is more aware of this connection than they've maybe told you before. Yeah. And it's that torn energy too. It's like, I would do it all again. And that's that Ace of Cups. It's like, there's still this energy here of like maybe wanting a renewal or wanting a new potential. But it's like that energy is there. And then there's also a feeling of, but we need to let each other go. And that's that devil energy is like, you know, I'm getting kind of triggered. So like, I might need to move forward or something. So yeah, now let's see what to go into for the extended. I could also see this being a connection where it's like you really have to like temper yourself and like, I don't know, like have enough boundaries with it, or it's, yeah, there's just a feeling here of having to work on like obsessive tendencies or tendencies of needing to control things, and just putting in diligent effort and not taking on more than you can chew, and kind of like, you know, recognizing that if the other person isn't doing their weight, that you shouldn't carry the whole team, right? That it's almost like this is not only teaching you about love for other people and like taking the higher ground with other people, it's about taking the higher ground with yourself and showing love to yourself. And so what I'm seeing is that at times when this connection, one person isn't pulling their weight, what's more important, the most loving thing you can do then is pour love into yourself and put boundaries towards this person, you know? And it's like learning to do that. And for one of you, maybe that is more of the lesson, is learning to not overgive, or learning to kind of hold back and just do your own due diligence with your own life, instead of kind of being obsessed with this person and trying to make things work out, you know? Maybe some of you guys are learning lessons on letting that go. And maybe for the other person, or this could be you're learning lessons on maybe you have to realize that you haven't been doing your shadow work, and you have to realize that maybe you've just been blaming the other person. And you may push people away and not do work because you're afraid of what work you need to do, and you're afraid of looking at your own stuff, you know? Either way, it's like there's a feeling that this connection brings up all those ideas. So what should we go into for the extended? We have Queen of Cups, the Three of Cups, the Eight of Pentacles, the King of Pentacles. Yeah, they want to, so for the extended, and the Two of Cups at the back of the deck, we're going to look at where should you be putting your energy right now? Because I feel like I was getting that they wanted this to be a perspective reading where it's like, I'm seeing you as the Queen of Cups, okay? So it's like, where do you put your loving energy is what I'm seeing. And how can you make sure that you're prioritizing your own progress, and how, like, what relationship you should be focusing on? Because with this King of Pentacles here, there's a feeling that I don't know, there's a sense of Spirit wanting to give you advice on how to make sure that you are making the right choices in love. Yeah, because with the Three of Cups, it's like maybe you have multiple options, because with the Seven of Cups here, I'm getting that maybe you even have multiple options in love. But it's like, who should you put your cup towards with the Two of Cups here? And how to move forward in love. So I'm just trying to put this in like words. So where should you put your loving energy right now? What kind of decisions should you be making in regards to love? And yeah, that's what I'm kind of getting. Like, who are you going to be able to have this harmonious Two of Cups with? Is it this person? Is it a different person with the King of Pentacles? How to move forward, where to be putting your energy overall. So that's what we're going to look at. We're also, let's explore some of your options in love too with the Three of Cups. So yeah, it's going to be a love focused reading. We're going to look at like what the path forward looks like, and where you should put your loving energy, because I feel like you guys have a really beautiful heart. So there's a feeling of what to be looking for in love right now, and what decisions to be making. Yeah, that's what I'm going to say. So that's where I'm going to leave it at. I'll have it linked down below if you are interested in that and you felt like this really resonated with what you're going through. And this is all for the YouTube reading. So if it did resonate, please do hit the like button. It's a great way to support my videos, my channel, if you do enjoy them. So thank you so much for doing that. I do like to see your guys' comments to get feedback from you on how the reading resonated. I do read all of them, and I do take them into account. So thank you so much for those of you that have been taking the extra time to do that. And make sure you subscribe so you don't miss the next Pick a Card reading. And I hope to see you in the next Pick a Card. Hello, pile number 2. If you chose the Selenite Heart and the Affirmators Tarot, this is going to be your reading about who has a crush on you. We're actually going to start off with some pre-pulled oracle cards to look at who this person is, what their attributes are, to hopefully give you a clue as to who this person is. And if you're still not sure, we're going to be clarifying with tarot as well, asking Spirit how you know this person and any other details about who this person is, how you know them, maybe how you feel about them, or how you've related to them so far. So let's look at what came through for you. Okay, so we have Jupiter returns benefits. We have Awakener. We have Taurus. So they could be an earth sign. They could have earth in their chart. It could literally be Taurus in your chart. Doesn't have to be. We have Gossip, and this also came out in pile number 1, which is really interesting. I definitely shuffled a bunch, so but I'm getting it kind of different, I would say here. We have the one who needs to control. We have Action. And we also have Phoenix here, so okay. Who has a crush on pile number 2? With Gossip, in this case, I'm getting that this could be someone that you maybe have heard gossip about. This could be someone that a lot of people have eyes on, is what I'm getting. I feel like this person would have a certain level of prominence, or there's a feeling that there's a very masculine energy coming through. With the one that needs to control an action, I'm seeing that this is someone who's definitely a go-getter in life. There's someone who, it's almost like they don't really have patience for self-doubt in people. There's almost an energy here where it's like this person, I feel like, has worked really hard throughout their life. And they would come through as someone who's very confident in themselves and their abilities, basically. And I think this is someone who catches a lot of people's attention. And with Jupiter returns benefits, one of the first thing I was feeling from Taurus in this is that I definitely think this is someone who's more well off in the material realm here. And I think that this person in a more shadow element can be someone that's a little bit controlling or expects other people to have this same level of confidence or this same level of work ethic almost. So I don't know. This person, I think work is something that's very prominent for them. They may be like a leader within a work sphere. And I think this person is someone who's able to attract a lot of abundance to them. With Taurus here, I feel like this is someone that Taurus rules the second house. And so there's a lot of second house energy here, like talking about this person's resources, job, the way they make money, the way that they, the resources they have, like the properties, cars. Like I feel like things like that are important to this person. I guess up the water. And I think for maybe a significant part of this person's life, they've been very focused on accumulating more abundance, basically. And with the one who needs to control, there's just a sense here that maybe this person like doesn't have patience in a way, or they have high expectations of people, and there's a feeling that they sometimes need to be a little bit more comfortable with the feminine or receptive energy. I feel like sometimes they aren't super comfortable with that. I think, yeah, with this action card, this person, they don't hesitate very much. I feel like this is someone who doesn't really spend too much time reflecting about their emotions or reflecting about more feminine energy is what I'm kind of getting. This is a very like masculine energy here. And then with Phoenix here, though, I feel like this person is someone who is very, I'm just getting this very motivated vibe, like very, I'm also getting a fire energy here too, like fire and earth, but like there's just an energy of continuous growth. Like I feel like this person's always very focused on growing more and more and more. And there's an energy here of this person disliking complacency. Like it's almost like this person, maybe they end up being so focused on certain things or certain goals that they can be very go, go, go. And it's almost like, because I think one of this person's biggest fears is like missed opportunities or being, I don't know, like they don't like complacency. I almost don't know how to describe it. It's like this person likes to see things moving. They like to see things in action, in motion. And there's a sense that they don't really appreciate this, like, it's almost like this person likes the cycle in which it's time for action instead of a time for like a winter time period. And so, yeah, there's just a really strong, I'm trying to think of like the word for it, like this person being a strong person is something that's like very important to them. I feel like their ego, not necessarily even in a bad way, like the way that their ego works is this sense of seeing themselves as like, I'm almost getting like a warrior or someone that doesn't let anything slow them down. Like I feel like this person also with gossip, I feel like there's energy here where they don't care like what other people say about them, or it's almost like, or maybe they do care, but there's a sense that they're always proving themselves or something. Yeah, this person would be like a very motivational person, someone who maybe if you know them, I feel like you would recognize them by, I feel like they're the kind of person who'd want to help you. Like they'd want to motivate you. They'd want you to see your potential, you know? This is someone who wants to like light a fire under people's butt to like do work almost. And yeah, there's an energy here of like, for example, like if you were around this person and like you were saying, yeah, I really need to get into like a workout routine, you know, I've been like kind of putting it off. There's a feeling that this person would be like, come on, we're going to get up and I'll go on a run with you tomorrow. Like, come on, you can do it. Like, don't falter. Like, don't hold yourself back. Like, don't let your like almost handicaps or challenges, you know, hold you back. And there's just this feeling of wanting to prove almost that they're strong or prove that they're abundant in a way. And then this can kind of turn into a little bit maybe too much. And I'm almost even getting like someone who maybe they're tired and then they make themselves go to the gym anyways. You know, it's like this person doesn't, and I feel like this would be like someone if they were like a parent, like I feel like as a kid you probably have like a love-hate relationship with this person because they would expect a lot out of you and they would really push you to be the best version of yourself, but they wouldn't have very much empathy for weakness or empathy for needing a break or emotional weakness. Does that make sense? Or like this person maybe sees emotion sometimes as a weakness and they almost feel like they need to control that by like, for example, if this person wakes up and there's let's say that they're feeling down about something, it's like, okay, we're going to get up and like do something to change the energy. And I think sometimes that can be positive, but sometimes we also need to like sit back and reflect. So I'm just getting a very masculine vibe here. Yeah. And someone who always pushes people for more growth. They have this like growth mindset. And I think sometimes it can get a little bit unhealthy for them. But let's go to tarot and see how else you might know this person or any other details. I'm also kind of getting the vibe with like Phoenix or something. It's like someone who, despite like what other people said, or like if this person, this is just an example. This doesn't have to be the case of what it is for this person, but it's almost like someone who maybe was a little bit heavier at one point and then they like changed their mindset and like they got into this like workout routine. And so maybe this person works out a lot. That's just like coming through as examples. But there's a feeling that it's almost like there's this energy where they know what it feels like maybe to feel like the underdog or to doubt yourself. And so there's just this strong confidence that comes through that's like, come on, no, like we're gonna work on this, or we're gonna step forward, like you can do it. And I think it comes from a place where maybe this person felt really insecure at one point about where they were at in regards to something. You know, it could have been like in where they were at in regards to like to their job or their fitness goals. It's just like certain goals where maybe this person, I don't know, maybe they were made fun of at a younger age or something. I'm kind of picking that up. Like this person maybe was bullied when they were younger or something. And there's almost this sense of like needing to prove themselves now, or it's almost like this defense mechanism, but it's also kind of something that I think is a positive and can go into a little bit of like overly controlling. Like they're afraid to take a break because I feel like they're afraid if they don't maintain this sense of like go-getter attitude towards things, they're afraid of slipping back into a place where they were made fun of, or they're a place where they didn't feel good about themselves. So they're very controlling about that. And they really want to always feel like they're, I don't know, always feel like they're growing, like always feel like they are putting in the energy, like they don't want to be lazy almost. It's like the biggest vibe I'm getting. So hopefully you know someone like this. If not, you might want to check out a different pile if this isn't resonating, but let's see some tarot. So how does pile number 2, how do you know this person? I'm also getting that, yeah, this just feels like someone where maybe when they were younger, they were one way, and it's like they've had a complete transformation at one point in their life. Like either that could be like a fitness, like where their body changed a lot, or I don't know, maybe this person wasn't as motivated, or like maybe they were into like more like, maybe they, like, for example, I'm getting an image of someone who like maybe smoked like a lot or something, or like did something that was just like holding them back towards their goals. And it's like they had this like reversal where it's like they maybe hit rock bottom with that, and they're like, now they're just like this go-getter, you know, like I almost feel like I'm like, it's like a very fast-paced energy. And I don't even think this person knows maybe when they're coming off a little bit controlling even, or a little bit like exhausting. Like I almost feel like I'm like exhausted almost explaining this person's energy. So yeah, I feel like this person, what they would really need in life is like more time to just have fun and relax. Like I think this person really needs a vacation, something like that. All right, I really want to know how you know this person, or like what your dynamic is with them. What is pile number 2's dynamic, or how do they know this person? We have the Ace of Swords. What's their dynamic with this person? We have the Hierophant. Oh my gosh, okay. Okay, so this could be literally like a teacher, or this could be a leader with the Hierophant here. Like this could be someone, this person literally could guide people, or give people wisdom with this owl and the sword. So yeah, what else? How's pile number 2 know this person? We have King of Cups. We have the Eight of Swords. Yeah, there's such a strong feeling here with the Eight of Swords being here. It's like there's this feeling of this person's like influence on your life is this sense of this person like would try to bring out the most empowered version of you, which is, you know, depends. I could see this going on a gradient. But yeah, there's a feeling that this person, like, they may try to give you advice, this person, or with the Ace of Swords, it's like they try to give people mental clarity of where maybe they're holding themselves back. So for me, that almost sounds like it could be, I'm trying to think of like who this is. Because like with Taurus here, it's like there's this very grounded nature to this person. And also with the Hierophant, it's like there could be some traditional institution that you know this person with the Hierophant here, like school or work, or this person could be like a guidance counselor or a leader, a manager that like, or trainer or something. Yeah, we have, look at this strength. It's like this person really, they may motivationally speak, or they may just like have a lot of philosophies. Like I'm getting that this person is very like philosophical, and they want to like wake other people up almost. Does that make sense? It's like they want to get people out of complacency, and it's like they want to get people to like their most strong version of themselves is the way I want to describe it. What else? Can we clarify this King of Cups in regards to how pile number 2 knows this person? Ace of Pentacles, yeah. So and the Emperor at the back of the deck, definitely. So again, I'm definitely getting like a leadership vibe in regards to this person. Definitely masculine. It's like this very masculine energy. A very like protective energy as well. And with the Ace of Pentacles and the King of Cups, it's like this person, with the King of Cups here, I do feel like this person is someone who is emotionally intelligent. Yeah, they're definitely very in control of their emotions, I would say. And then with the Ace of Pentacles, yeah, there's just this vibe about them where like you may know them through some sort of, I'm getting the vibe that this person could literally be like a career counselor, or like some sort of, this person is definitely in a position where they help other people figure out where either they do this for a job or this is just like the way they are interpersonally. They're very like no nonsense, and they want to help people take advantage of the opportunities around them. And this person like almost preaches this energy of like not letting your fears hold you back. It's like the biggest thing I could say. Because yeah, with the Ace of Swords, it's like this person's very intelligent. I think they really spend a lot of time reading things. This person could like self-help books or something, like motivational books. Like I feel like this person would, maybe they would like send you one or something. But yeah, there's just this feeling of this person preaching like a mastery over emotions and not letting like your fears get in your way. So it's kind of funny that this person has a crush on you. And like with this strength energy, it's like, I do feel like this person with the Hierophant, it's like there's some sort of guidance that they try to give around strength and overcoming your fears and self-mastery. There's even vibes of like self-mastery here and taking action towards things that taking action towards your goals and expansion. So I'm going to see what they like about you, or like, I want to get more details about that because I feel like this is who this person is, but I want to see what do they like about you? Why do they have a crush on you? Why does pile number 2's person have a crush on them? Why do they like them? Why do they like pile number 2? Okay, we have the Five of Pentacles, the Knight of Pentacles, Seven of Pentacles with Temperance, with the King of Pentacles and the Ten of Pentacles. So much Pentacle energy. And the Chariot. Like, this person has such, like, a motivational energy. Or it's like, okay, so what I'm seeing, I'm almost kind of getting, like, it's like this person wants to, like, mentor you or something. Like, maybe they are a mentor towards you, but I think this person sees your potential is what I'm getting. With the Five of Pentacles coming out first, it's almost, the first thing that kind of came to my mind was almost like this person may want to rescue you. There may be like some kind of rescuer energy that this person feels towards you. It's like this person wants to invest in you is like the best way I could see it, but it's like they have maybe that's like this person's love language is like acts of service or words of affirmation. Like there's just a vibe here where it's like they may express their like romantic interests almost like in a very earthy way. So I definitely think this person is someone that it's like they're not like really emotional people. Like they're not like very, they don't get really swept up in their emotions. It's more like this person just feels drawn to you almost because they want to support you. And it's like they want you to be successful. like why does this make them have a crush on you? I don't know. With the Chariot here, that's all about forward expansion and like, and it's like this person with the Seven of Pentacles, that's all about investment and consistency. It's like this person almost like wants to see it through, like wants to see you become successful and wants to see you maybe come out of a lack mentality, or maybe you've experienced some sort of setbacks that they know about. And it's like with the King of Pentacles being here, it's like they want to be this like, I'm getting either rescuer or like supporter or protector energy. It's like this person just really wants to, I don't know, like bring balance into your life or bring consistency. They see a lot of potential in you. But like, why does it feel like their crush material is like very focused on pentacle energy? It's like, look how many pentacles we have. So again, this could seriously be someone you know from work. Why do they like pile number 2? Why do they have a crush? Yeah, look at this. We have Knight, loyalty, romance, chivalry, a love of honor. Yeah, it's like they want to be like chivalrous to you. It's like they almost see you in this like, I need to rescue, and like the knight, like knight in shining armor. It's like this person wants to be like your knight in shining armor and like wants to take you out of any sort of loss energy or like financial loss. This person, again, I feel like is very well off, and it's like they want to show you the good life or something. And temperance also can talk about travel and like I feel like they see a lot of potential expansion here. Can we get a couple? Why does this person? Yeah, look, we have healer and child wounded. Yeah, so this person may be like a rescuer, may have a rescuer energy to them. Yeah, so, and like I'm not getting this like, yeah, so this person definitely is attracted to people that they feel maybe need help or something. This person wants to heal you. Look at this. It says, awakens compassion and desire to serve other wounded children, opens the learning path of forgiveness. Yeah, so it's like this person maybe sees a part of themselves in you. And it's like there's this strong energy of the way that this person shows love is through either like acts of service or like helping you. And this is also like a very Virgo-y energy. My Venus is actually in Virgo, so I know about this, but it's like sometimes if you have that's actually a very debilitated spot. So it's like it's a place where like Venus is not very comfortable in Virgo. Like Virgo's a very practical energy, and that's what I'm getting from this person. It's almost like the way that they show their love is in this very like practical way. So it's like this person expresses romantic interest by maybe wanting to help you or even like being like nitpicky, like and this is like for me too, and I'll notice some of the ways that like I'll show love to people in my life is like okay, like I hear that they have like a problem like with their skin or something, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I've like done so much research on skin. I'll like take it upon myself to like recommend them all these different things, and like I'll even try to like give them something that like would practically help them. Or for me, it's like the way I'll show my love is like if I see someone and I'm getting like an image for me, it's like, and this is kind of relating to this person too, is like I will, if I'm doing like a workout with someone and I know that they might like injure themselves or they're doing it wrong, it's like I like can't not help them. It's like but then it can kind of come off like I'm like nitpicking them or like being like critical, but it's almost like just because you really want to help them. And so it's like this person feels like that towards you, feels like they want to help heal you. They see some sort of pain that you've experienced or some sense of loss, and it's like they really want to show you your worth and show you how you can also improve. So they see like a kinship in you. I think that's why they have a crush on you, and they also are the type to be very attracted to someone that they want to kind of heal. So they want to help you make forward progress in your life. I don't know. It's kind of funny. Yeah, with like Phoenix here, it's like there's just energy of this person wanting to help you rise to your most, I don't know, like best self in a way. So this is pretty funny. I'm not going to lie. Again, we have Priest here, and then we also have Fool. Yeah. We also have Victory at the back of the deck for this card, and there is a sense that this person is so like focused on, this person is a type to have like a lot of life goals, and they just want to see everyone around them also be successful and like have those kinds of goals, which I think it'll be different for all of you, but this could be something where it's like, depending on what your love language is, I don't know how you'll feel about this. But again, there may be some sort of skill that this person helps you with or wants to help you with. It's like they see you as this knight. They're seeing you as like they have what you need. This person wants to impart wisdom to you or show you the way, show you how to invest your energy, show you how to become successful. And yeah, but it's like making them have a crush on you because it's like they want to help you. So kind of interesting. All right, let's get some messages from them now, and then we'll look at what we should go into for the extended reading. So if you feel like this is resonating and you want to know more, we're going to look to Spirit to see what else could be important for you to know about this person. All right, what messages would pile number 2's person have for them? I just saw this. I watch your social media. I know more than you think. So this could be someone that like has never shown their emotions to you, but like you like don't know if they, like you maybe sometimes get the vibe that they have feelings for you, but you don't really know because there could be some kind of traditional energy, or like, again, you could know this person from work or school or some sort of place where you guys are investing in yourselves. And so with this, I watch your social media, I know more than you think. What this person is saying, and I don't know if they'd want to say this, is that they focus on you more than you realize. Like this person very much keeps up with you and is really interested in you, and like they may not even show it though, because with that King of Cups energy, that for me, like the King of Cups can be someone that just seems very emotionally mature in a way. So it's almost like you wouldn't really know if they do have a crush on you, but they do. I am not over you. Okay. I won't let you down. There's such an energy here of like, I will champion you. Like, don't worry. I fear that you will reject me. So, okay. So this person maybe is also afraid that like, maybe they're afraid to show you any part of their feelings because they feel like they're afraid to like cross the line. Also, I feel so happy with you. It's at the back of the deck, but we have 2 more. It says, I'm afraid to contact you and I want you though. So it's like this person really has like feelings for you. But I'm seeing that they're afraid to like reach out. I think they're afraid to cross a line here. I think they're afraid to show that this is more than just whatever dynamic it is currently. So I'm definitely getting this is someone where you have an established role with this person. Like this person's in a role, it feels like, and they do actually have feelings for you and they really want to get to know you more. And then with this gossip, and I know more than you think, maybe they've heard some kind of gossip about you. I don't think it like affects this person either way, but or maybe this person talks about you. Oh, you know what? Maybe this person tries to get information about you from people, whatever way they can, without you like noticing. Like this person wants to know what people say about you. They're just very captivated or very interested in you, but they're very afraid to reach out and kind of cross that barrier and put themselves out there and put a feeler out to see whether or not you feel like this about them too. Yeah, so this is someone where I feel like from your perspective, you'd maybe get the vibe this person likes you, but then you might just be like, no, I don't think like that's the case. I don't want to like get the wrong idea here, but this is, if you have this dynamic in your life, that this is definitely the case. So let's see what we're going to go into for the extended reading now. What should we go into for the extended for pile number 2? We have the Nine of Cups. We have the Four of Pentacles. We have the Knight of Wands. Knight of Swords. And also we have the Ten of Swords. Interesting. And the Six of Wands at the back of the deck. Okay, we're going to look at whether or not this person is going to take action towards you, and where this connection is going to lead. So we're just going to look into, whether or not this person is going to take action towards you, and what the outcome of it will be. Like, is this person going to play it safe with the Four of Pentacles, or are they going to follow their passion with the Knight of Wands? And I think you are like a wish fulfillment for this person. It's like this person does really want to take action towards you, but it's like, will they not? That's what we're going to look at in the extended. So if you are really interested in this person, that could be interesting for you. If you want to check it out, I'll have it linked down below. But if this is all you kind of wanted to hear about this person, I totally understand. And I appreciate you watching this. If you did find it useful or interesting, I would really appreciate if you hit the like button. It's one of the simplest ways to support me, and it really helps my videos out. So thank you for that. Leave a comment. I love to see what you guys have to say. I do read through all the comments, and I really appreciate them. So thank you. And make sure you subscribe so you don't miss the next pick a card reading. And I hope to connect with you again sometime soon. Hello, pile number 3. If you chose the Rose Quartz Crystal and the Pastel Journey Tarot, this is going to be a reading where we're looking at who has a crush on you. Sorry, I don't know why I blinked for a second, but we are going to start off with some pre-pulled oracle cards here, just to see who this person is, some attributes about them, just to give you a clue and to help you figure out whether or not you know this person. It depends. We don't know how well you know this person. We'll look more into it with tarot, but you should intuitively be able to pick up on whether or not this is someone that you are aware of in your energy field. We're going to be looking at how you know this person with tarot in more in depth, and then we're going to be looking at why they have a crush on you or why they like you. And then we'll be getting messages from them. So let's get into it. Let's see what came through. Okay. So we have Capricorn. I think these are all upside down. Capricorn IUs. So they could have Capricorn in their chart. They also could be very focused on career. That's what I'm picking up on. We have Earth. Okay, so definitely a lot of Earth energy here. This could be someone who's very like, I'm kind of getting like this image of someone that I definitely think they have Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn in their chart. There's a feeling of a focus of earthly pursuits, though, in this person's life. We have the gallery of those that came before, definitely. So I'll lay them out, and then I'll get more into it. So we also have the Hieroth. I hope I'm saying that right. The Hieroth. We have the Artist. We have the Healer of the Ages. We also have Heartbroken. Okay. These more straight. Okay, so what I'm feeling about this person, I feel like this person has some really repressed energy here. I think this is someone that there's a melancholy energy to this person, and I'm not sure that you would see this about them. You would sense it, especially if you're intuitive, that maybe this person has like a blockage in their heart chakra, or it's like this person, I'm seeing someone go through the motions in life. Like there's a feeling here that they're not deeply satisfied with their life. And it's like this person has a deep sense of longing for more meaning, but it's also like this person, I think their current focus, maybe they feel like they need to live up to some sort of tradition. They may feel that they need to be like other people, or like they may be more focused on something that's like traditional. Like, for example, like maybe their dad was an accountant, so now they're an accountant. But there's this really artistic energy about this person. There's this desire that they have to express almost a more Piscean energy, or a more fluid, kind of watery, feminine, psychic energy. And I think this person has that, but there's a feeling of it being repressed, or maybe this person's been told throughout their life that they can't focus on things like that, like they won't be successful, and they maybe have been told that they need to express themselves in a practical way, or they should only focus on things that have a practical, grounded energy to them. And so there's a sense of like a repressed artist. Like this person does have a lot of artistic potential to them. You may even know this about them or not, but like they may be into music. They may do something on the side, but it's like there's an energy that they wouldn't be that proud of it, or they would keep it hidden or something. But with the Hierophant, this talks about feeling like there's just like this sense of longing for something that is just out of reach. And so there's just this like ghost energy in this person's life where they feel like they can't put their finger on it, but they're not fulfilled, or they feel like there's something else they're supposed to be doing, but they're not really willing to explore that. And so it's almost like they see it as this thing that they're longing for, but if anything, it feels like within this person's longing to live a more authentic life. And it's like until they do that, they'll kind of have this melancholy energy. And with the Healer of the Ages here, it's like I think this person, if anything, and I'm seeing like that around their heart chakra, it's like this person needs healing is what I'm getting, if anything. Because I think this person puts a lot of pressure on themselves to live up to some sort of standard, to walk the path of others. And this person may also be someone that like doesn't believe in their art. Like this is someone who would look at other people's art that's like already famous, or maybe like let's say this person's a musician and they would be really hard about the music they make, and I feel like they would say like, oh, mine isn't that good, and then they would listen to other people and then they'd be like, see, like they have what it takes. And so there's just this energy of thinking that other people have the it factor, but they don't when it comes to their artistic pursuits. And it's almost like because they tell themselves this about maybe pursuing something more artistic or something like that, because they tell themselves that, they end up putting a lot of effort into like more grounded, practical pursuits. And I just think they don't really find it that satisfying. And maybe this is something you sense in them, or maybe they hide it. I could see this person also being good at hiding it, but there's just a void. There's a feeling that this person has a void in their life that they're not really, that they need to heal. They feel out of touch. There's a lack of authenticity about this person because there's a repressed authenticity. It's like this person isn't living their most authentic life, and it comes through because there's a sense of dissatisfaction in their life and feeling like they've given up. Though it's not this sense of dissatisfaction where they're like, I need to change this, or it's like they've surrendered or accepted a certain level of authenticity or disappointment in their life, and they're just kind of like, well, this is the way things are. And like it's almost like they've been forced to be mature about it, or it's like they try to be really mature about it, but the more they repress it, it's like this higher energy grows. And it talks about how this is actually usually something within us, but it's almost like then this person feels like there's this bottomless pit that they're trying to fill in ways that won't fulfill it, you know? So it's like maybe what they're really craving is to spend more time on their art and to like put their art out there and get recognition from that. But there's a feel, and this doesn't have to be specific to that. It just could be, use this as a metaphor. It's like there's just something that this person's heart really calls them to that they don't think is possible for them, or they don't think they could be successful at it, or whatever it is. And so they just live this life that's not scratching that itch that they really want. And they've already kind of decided that that's the way things are. And it's kind of this energy where maybe they had visions or dreams as a kid of wanting to pursue something, and maybe adults told them that's not practical. And so it's like this energy of they've deeply integrated this sense that it's not practical to try to make a living through a more abstract energy. And it's like this person does see it, though. They do have this eye for art, expressing a dimension of life that is beyond the five senses. But I feel like what's interesting is that, like with Earth, this is about the five senses. Being very grounded is like this energy of staying within the 3D. You know, it's like it's like, I think this person tries to pretend like that is satisfying for them, to not create. I think this person really wants to create, but they're just not able to. It's like they're channeling it into something that's not creative. I don't think this person is doing something creative, but they're very creative as people. But there's just this whole dynamic about them where they feel like they can't do it. And but it feels like feeling lost. It's like this person does feel lost though. And I think this is like a slow burning heartbreak throughout their life, that they're not pursuing something that really makes them happy. And it does break their heart, but they don't think they can do anything about it. So that's kind of specific. I don't know. Hopefully this resonates. If not, you might want to check out another pile, see if you are resonating more with another one, especially if you were, oh, I'm actually going to leave them out here. I don't know what I'm doing. If you might have been resonating with more than one pile, feel free to check it out, and definitely you don't have to force anything to fit. It's like there's an energy here of moving in slow motion, or this person's living their life driving from the back seat. Like they feel like they can't really be, they don't feel 100% empowered or in control of where their life goes. And I feel like this could be the gallery of those that came before, because they feel like they have to live up to something, or they don't see their own uniqueness enough to, they don't see that it could be really successful for them. And I think you would probably sense this about them, or you would sense that there's something repressed here. Okay. These are not straight at all. Okay. All right, now we're going to look at more details about how you know this person. How does pile number 3, how would they know this person? What do they associate with this person in general? Like, how will they know? We have the 2 of Cups. We have the Fool. We have the High Priestess. We have the 8 of Wands. Okay, so this is someone you immediately had feelings for. So you have feelings for this person. This is not someone random. This would be someone that you immediately felt this like rush towards. Like it was quick that you recognize that you have feelings for this person. With the High Priestess here, it's almost like there's an intuitive connection as well. We have the 8 of Pentacles, so you could know this person from work too. You could have been starting a new journey in work when you met this person. There could have been some sort of shift going on in your life, some new beginning. You could have been on some new beginning when you didn't have to meet this person at work, but it might be, you might have met this person when you were starting a new career, starting something new. We have the 3 of Wands here as well. Okay, and the 7 of Swords. And I was getting maybe this with the High Priestess, it's like you may have secretly like had these feelings. There may be secrecy in regards to this connection, or there may be like a feeling that you secretly immediately wanted this to move forward. Like I feel like there's a sense that you maybe intuitively felt that there would be more to this connection, or yeah, but with the 7 of Swords, there's a sense of secrecy and not really knowing what to do here. But yeah, this is someone where you immediately had strong feelings for them. There was just like this like electric connection during a time period when you're starting a new chapter, maybe working on your own expansion. I want to clarify the High Priestess though. Why is the High Priestess here? The 7 of Pentacles. Yeah, it's like, I don't know. It's almost like without even... there's a sense here that there was just an unspoken feeling that this, you wanted to invest in this, or they wanted to invest in you. There's just a feeling that almost without even discussing it, you may have like wanted to commit yourself to this person. Does that make sense? Or almost like wanted to build something with them. Immediately you felt like, I want this expansion. It was like this intuitive feeling. Yeah, the Lovers here as well. So hopefully that gives you a little bit of a clue here. We also have Aquarius energy. Yeah, you immediately saw this person as like a romantic thing. So this wouldn't be like a friend. This wouldn't be someone that you first saw as a friend. This would have been something that like you quickly felt feelings for. All right, now we're going to look at why this person has a crush on you. Why does pile number 3's person have a crush on them? What do they like about you? Why do they have a crush on you? Okay, we have the Hangman. We have the Ace of Wands. The Six of Wands. What I'm getting so far with the Hangman here, I'm almost getting like you woke this person up from some kind of a slumber, is what I'm getting. Yeah, and the Four of Cups. It's like this person was feeling complacent in their life at the time that you met them. And it's almost like you were this spark, like this creative spark here with the Ace of Wands. There was immediately a lot of passion and attraction. But it's the kind of I'm even seeing like, it's kind of funny to reverse things here. It could be reversed, but there's almost a feeling of like Sleeping Beauty here. Like this person was like in this sleepwalking energy where they weren't really fully feeling passionate about their life. And it's almost like you walked in and like you were like this jolt of like, whoa, like, you know, maybe I'll come down from this position where I'm kind of passive about everything in my life right now. And the Six of Wands, it's almost like you made them want to, you know, the feeling that's like kind of exciting when you, it's almost, okay, it's like this. It's like, think about how if you have a crush somewhere, it's a lot more exciting, like to get ready and like look good. Like, you know, when you get that like butterflies in your stomach, like you're excited because you know this person's going to be there and you want to like get ready for it. And it kind of like gives you this excitement. Like that's what you brought this person. Why does pile number 3? Okay, we have Five of Wands. Oh, and what I'm also seeing too is that it's like, not only did you like wake them up, it's like, I feel like you kind of gave them a different perspective. And so it's like the Hangman is like, there's a feeling here that if this person was very, like almost, they were very bored and they were also very like bored with the people around them. There's almost a sense that there was like a sense of homogeny around this person. And it's like what they liked about you is you have this different perspective. It's like you bring this sense of challenge. And you bring a new perspective. That was one of the first things that came through, but I just forgot to say it. We have the High Priestess. Yeah, so they also felt that intuitive connection with you. It was like hard to explain. It's one of those that it's just like, whoa. Like, I think there's a song like Whoa that's like really old and that's kind of coming through. Like, whoa. Oh my God. I'm going to look it up. If I have I don't even think I have my computer. No, I don't have it. But the lyrics to that would probably be funny. I think it's an old, like a really, actually I have my iPad. I'm just going to look at it. I feel like it's like a really old song, but I feel like there might be some lyrics that would kind of give us some more details. Like, whoa. Lyrics. I don't know if this is the right one. Oh, it's like an old song. Like, whoa. I want to say it's by like the Jonas Brothers or something like that. Or like Big Time Rush. Oh my gosh, I can't even believe that's coming through. But anyways, there's just some kind of like, it's like, I'm also getting, you make me feel like I'm living a teenage dream. So there was an element to you coming into this person's life that really made them feel, I'm hearing like feeling like I'm brand new. Oh, what's that song? Feeling like I'm brand new. Anyways, there's a sense that you revive this person's like passion or like that they kind of, yeah, this person's fight, you know, this like, it's almost like they were in this surrendered state and it's like, whoa, you like woke them up to something new or you brought this passion, this renewed sense of like purpose almost even. And with the High Priestess, they also felt that it was intuitive, like a really like kind of spiritual feeling here too. But yeah, a lot of songs are coming through for this. It's like, you make me feel like I'm living a teenage dream. The way you look at me, I can't sleep. But it's just like that feeling of when you're feeling already grown up or like bored or complacent, it's almost like a crush comes in and it's like, ah, like, whoa. Okay. Eight of Wands, yeah. And we also have Three of Swords here. And then the Page of Cups. Yeah, it's like you were this refreshing new opening of like their heart, honestly. And with the Three of Swords here, again, it's like there could be some wound that this person was dealing with. It could have literally been like this person, maybe they were still healing from something at the time you met them. But it's almost like you helped them feel confident again. You know, when we're in that state when, I don't know, like maybe this person had their heart broken, maybe like, but I'm getting that it would have been at least a year before you guys, it's like this person was in a slight depression. Like, I'm not saying it's full on, I'm also not diagnosing them, but there's a feeling that there was like this depressive energy, and it's like you shifted them out of this like depression. And like when you're in that depressed state, you know how like you don't even care to like shower, or you just kind of lose that drive. Like you don't even care what people think about you, you know? It's like you can get to this state where you just stop caring, or it's like, what's the point? And it's like you became the point, or it's like you woke up this person's will to kind of fight again, or like have an opinion. I don't even know how to describe it. It's almost like this person was in this very complacent energy, and you brought in this like new, and what they love about you, I think, is this like, you made them feel like a kid again, or you made them feel this sense of warmth, I would say, in their heart chakra. Yeah, look, it's like you rescued them from their tower. And I also feel like you were like broke down this tower that they were in. It's like they were living in a tower, and it's like you woke them up. and they also immediately felt the connection with you too. And it's like their heart was able to beat again. And it was really at this point where it was hard for them to see the purpose. I'm getting a pretty depressed energy, honestly. It's like with the Hangman here, it's like you help them see things from a new perspective. And especially if that perspective that they were in before was kind of complacent, or, you know, not really inspired, it's like you help them see inspiration again. You help them look at their life from a new lens. You help them care about themselves again. And I don't think they were expecting it. It was like this unexpected feeling. We have sunglasses, watching, looking, stalking. It says gaslighting, but I'm not like getting that. Perception, focusing out. Yeah, passion, insane chemistry, like each other equally, having fun. It's like you became something really fun for them that they like. They like about pile number 3. We have the runner, and it's like this person I think had been running for a long time. It says fear of intimacy, listening to ego, and it's almost this feeling of, it's like they had been avoidant of feeling anything. We have endings, bring new beginnings, growth, change, liberation, transition. Yeah. And boat, receiving what you need, progression, arriving, moving on, closure issues. So yeah, there definitely feels like there was something that they were letting go of at that time, but it's like you re-brought that spark, and you remade them care, or like be interested in their own life. Yeah, you just really brought this like fire to them, which is really cute to me. Yeah, now let's see what they would say to you. Literally, I feel so happy with you. I'm becoming a better person. It's like this person gave up on themselves a little bit. It's like they were just going through the motions, kind of feeling like everything sucks. But that passion is so strong. What would pile number 3's person say to them? I want you back. Do I still have a chance? I have too much to lose. I want to tell you how I feel. I've been struggling, and I'm different now. And then I daydream about a life with you. Yeah, it's like you woke up this person's, and I feel so happy with you underneath. I wish I treated you better. So I'm not sure if like this is someone from your past, but they may have, it's possible that they also ran from the connection. So you may be like, I can't believe this person had a crush on me, but like, it's like they felt so much that it might have scared them or something like that. But there's a feeling that with I want you back. Do I still have a chance? I'm different now. There's a strong feeling that maybe in the past they felt like they had too much to lose to pursue you, or it's like they were struggling in the past. They're wanting to say they're different now, and maybe they want to open up to you more. Maybe they were shut down in the past. That's for some of you guys that have already maybe had a separation from this person or something like that. But there's just a feeling that, I don't know, it's like maybe they didn't take action soon enough or something, or maybe they didn't like shoot their shot. But if this is someone new, they maybe don't want to lose this chance with you if this is someone new. And they're kind of afraid that maybe they'll sabotage it because they are struggling still, even though they met you, they're not just going to be healed, you know? So there's just this feeling of wanting to be different, like you inspiring them to, it's like, do I still have a chance? Do I still have a chance at love is almost what I'm getting. Do I still have a chance at being happy almost? And like, I want to tell you how I feel. I don't know if this person's expressed their emotions to you or not, but hopefully by now you guys know who this is. But that's what I have for you. We're going to look at what we're going to look at in the extended reading. For those of you that are really resonating and want to hear more, I completely understand if you guys are tired of listening at this point. That's totally fine. Let's see what Spirit thinks would be most beneficial to go into for the extended. What should we go into for the extended reading? With the Six of Swords. We have Judgment here in reverse. I didn't mean for there to be reversals. We have Six of Cups. Okay. Yeah. Two of Pentacles. And then one more. One more, Spirit. Knight of Wands in reverse. Okay. What Spirit wants me to talk about with the Ten of Cups. Is this connection going to move to a better place? Like, is this person going to take action is what I'm getting, because there's a feeling here of, it's like a question of whether or not this person's gonna realize the truth of this connection and figure out how to prioritize you with their life. It's like, are they gonna not take action towards you? But this is clearly like a soulmate connection. And so what Spirit wants to talk about is whether is this relationship going to transition to a better, more stable energy where there's more balance, and yeah, like, is this person going to honor their feelings for you, and is there a potential for a happy future here with the Ten of Cups in regards to this connection? So yeah, we're going to be looking at what the potential future is with this person, what else Spirit wants you to know, and we'll also be getting you some advice in the extended. So thank you so much for being here. It does really support my channel if you can hit the like button. It does really support my videos, so thank you for doing that. I love to read your guys' comments, so if you have the time to leave one, I do appreciate them. And make sure you subscribe so you don't miss the next pick a card reading, and I hope to connect with you guys again sometime soon.